welcome to Brand Your Passion, the show that helps you turn the thing you love the most into something that people know and love you for. I'm your host, Holly Arnett, the brand coach for creatives, and I'm on a mission to make the world a more creative place, one brand at a time. If you're ready to get more eyes on your work, more dollars in your pocket, and more creativity in your life, you're in the right place. Welcome. Let's brand your passion. Hey team, and welcome back to this week's episode of Brand Your Passion. This week we are talking all things Twitch. And if you're like, Twitch? What are you talking about, Holly? Don't worry, I'm about to tell you. Basically, Twitch is a live streaming platform that was initially designed for gamers, right? Think people playing like Call of Duty or Animal Crossing or whatever kind of games come to mind for you. Think about those people playing games live on stream with people watching and chatting, right? That's how Twitch started off, but now the exciting thing is that a lot of creators have started to use Twitch as a way to grow their audience, share their personality, create a community, tell everybody their process and let people in on the behind the scenes, and it's a really, really exciting place to be. So I want to talk to you about it today because I think it's a really cool opportunity for creators, and I want to dive into it so that you can see if it's something that you might want to try or that you might want to start following some other creators and seeing what they're up to. And I'm going to share some cool Twitch creators with you along the way. So basically, we have been using Twitch. If you don't know already, then you should come on over and follow us at twitch.tv/Maker and Moxie. But we have started using Twitch to create and stream live videos of us building a brand. So we're going through the whole branding process, one step at a time, 1 week at a time together, so that you can see everything that goes into building a brand, right? Right from the idea and kind of analyzing the idea and where you're at, all the way through to doing the strategy, the design, and then applying that design to things like a website and YouTube channel and all the good stuff that us creators need to have. So that's how we have been using it, but there are a lot of different ways to use Twitch, and I am excited to talk to you about them today. But first I want to talk to you about why you might want to use Twitch, because you might be like, okay, well, it's a live streaming platform. I can already sort of live stream on Instagram. I can sort of live stream on YouTube, Facebook. Like, there are a lot of places to do this. So why would I want to use Twitch? Well, there are some things that are similar to like YouTube or Instagram, in that basically when you are streaming or doing anything live or doing any video of any kind, really, it really helps to like show your personality and let people get to know you, right? Because you can tell so much from a person based on like how they talk and what they talk about and what they're wearing and what they're doing and what their like office or bedroom looks like, or all of that stuff. So when you are doing video, it's a really great way to share like your personality and your character and show people a little bit more about who you are, right? You can talk for a lot longer. It's not just like an Instagram post or a Snapchat that disappears or an Instagram story that disappears, and that you only get like 30 seconds or whatever in a reel. Or when you're streaming, you often stream for at least an hour on Twitch anyway. So that's a really good amount of time for people to connect with you and to get to know you a little bit better, right? So number one, why you would want to use Twitch and start streaming live is to show off your personality and let people get to know you and share more about what you're passionate about and what makes you unique and what makes you awesome and why people would want to work with you or buy from you. And speaking of, the second reason why you might want to use Twitch is to share your process, right? Like I said, we are sharing the process of building a brand. Pepper, one of my great friends and clients who has been on the podcast before, shares the whole process of creating her artworks. And so people who are watching the streams are invested in what the result is going to be of the artwork. And it kind of generates a little bit more excitement. People are more invested in you, more invested in your process. People are inherently a little bit nosy. So they just love seeing like, oh, that's how you sketch out your drawings, or that's how you start making your earrings. I had no idea. I love seeing that. Or I love seeing how you package your orders, or whatever it is. People just love getting insight and behind the scenes into people's processes. It's fun to watch. It's really satisfying and soothing to watch. I don't know about you, but I love watching like studio vlogs or vlogs of illustrators and artists because it's really satisfying to watch, and I just love watching it. And a lot of people do. So sharing your process is a really cool benefit of Twitch, because you get to spend an hour or a couple of hours or a few hours or however long you want to stream for. Some people stream for like 24 hours at a time. That's not quite my level, but some people do. And so that's a long amount of time to be able to share a process, or to let people in on what you're doing and how it works and what you're up to. So that's really fun. Reason number 3 is that you can grow a really cool community on Twitch. So like I said, people are there for quite a while. They are getting to know you really well, and they're coming to this dedicated place where they can talk openly, that they can connect with other people who are interested in what you're doing, because there's like chat going throughout. They can talk one-on-one with you, or like not necessarily one-on-one, but like they can chat to you and you answer their questions or reply to their comments or things like that live on stream. So it grows this really cool, connected, engaged community of people who are interested in the same things or interested in what you do, right? So it's really exciting and a really cool way to grow a community. Reason number 4 is that it also creates a little bit of transparency, right? Live streams are live inherently, so things can go wrong. People can see everything that you're showing them. So for me, it's like, okay, I'm letting people into the whole process of building a brand. So I'm making it really transparent what goes into this process. You're seeing it from literally start to finish. What goes into this, from like me just typing ideas in Notion and thinking out loud to designing things in Figma or in Illustrator and figuring out how to make a gradient, right? Whatever it is that you're doing, people, they can see into it and see like the transparent version of what actually is happening. Because I know that, you know, with Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat and TikTok or whatever, it sometimes can feel like you're just getting the shiny, positive, nice bits that people choose to share with you, right? Whereas on Twitch, if you're sharing the whole process, you know, you might smudge your artwork, or you might have to undo something on your iPad that you just drew, or you might have to rewrite a vision, which I'm sure I'm going to have to do in today's live stream because the one that we wrote last week was getting there but not quite there, right? You get to show this whole process and people get to see everything that goes into it, which might sound a little scary, but I think it's really fun. And I think it's a really cool way to like grow that connection with your people in your audience. So yeah, those are the kind of 4 key reasons why I think that Twitch is a really exciting place to be right now, because you can show your personality, you can share the process, you can grow a really awesome community, and you can create a level of transparency that's kind of hard to emulate anywhere else. So let me talk about some examples of people who do things like this. So I recently, or just told you about Pepper. So Pepper Raccoon is an artist and illustrator who streams on Twitch several times a week, and she creates live streams where she shows her creating her artwork. So a lot of the time she's working on these large scale, really detailed ink drawings, but other times she does fun streams where she just does like quick illustrations on her iPad or does other art things, and she also plays games on there as well. So there is still an element of gaming that goes into it. Then another illustrator is Cheyenne Barton. Is a really well-known illustrator, and she has a really great Twitch community, and she just live streams her creating her art as well. I think she also plays games, but a lot of the time she is streaming her illustration process. So you get to see her sketching her ideas, coming up with ideas, then like fully inking and drawing those ideas on her iPad, and it's really exciting to see the full process from start to finish. It's really awesome. Charlie Prangley is another friend of mine who's also been on the podcast. She is a graphic designer or a marketing designer, and she streams her design process on Twitch. So you can see her like creating a wireframe or designing a website or going through and like auditing a website and seeing what's going on and how she can fix it. And she's taking people along for the journey, and they get to ask questions as she's doing it. She's asking them questions, asking for their feedback, all of that stuff, and they're working on it kind of together. And she does that. I don't think she does that on like a super regular basis, but just when she feels like it or has time or has something exciting to work on, then she'll jump on Twitch and she'll stream it live. So that's really cool. Also, Meg Lewis, who is a kind of designer, comedian, illustrator, a whole bunch of different things. Meg had started a Twitch stream where she was just like eating fast food and doing comedy at the same time. So that's like just a fun way of using Twitch, is like it doesn't have to be necessarily about like being an artist or drawing or being a painter or anything like that. It's just being creative in any way that sounds good to you and is something that you want to stream on Twitch. And so yeah, Meg did that. She ate food and did comedy live on stream. So that was pretty awesome. Ben Burns is one of the members of The Future, and he also does like branding or design streams, and he has also got a series where he goes through his design archive. So he's just like chatting to people and talking through the designs that he's done and the process behind those and all of that stuff. People get to ask questions. Again, he can ask questions, they can talk to each other, and it's a really cool way to connect with each other. And then us. So like I told you, we are using Twitch at the moment to live stream this building a brand process. And I've got a bunch of ideas for other ways to use Twitch. Like I kind of want to do some design or branding challenges and bring in some other illustrators and designers and branding people and artists or whatever, and do challenges with them, because that would be super fun. And then also maybe play some like creative games or games related to creativity, I think would be really fun. There's a game where it's like a simulator of you building like a YouTube channel. I thought that could be fun. And just fun stuff like that, right? Where we can build this community and connect together over branding and creativity. So those are a few examples. There are a bunch more. There are like musicians on Twitch. There are my sister DJs live on Twitch with her friends. So that's like a good example. There's people who do like wooden carving, ceramics. There's so much stuff that people stream live on Twitch, and it's just so exciting to be a part of seeing somebody bring something to life in front of your eyes. You know, if you start a stream and they start with a ball of clay, and by the end of the stream you've seen them like throw and mold and create a mug, like a completely finished mug, for example. Like you've seen that whole process, and how exciting is that? How fun is that? And how cool that you get to connect with the creator and see exactly how they've done it and ask them questions about it and connect with them over that exciting thing. So it's a really fun way, I think, that I believe is going to like just grow and get more and more creators on there. So I think it's a good idea to get in on it now. But there are a bunch of ways that you could use Twitch. Like I said, you could just share you creating your work. You could talk through work that you've done in the past. You could like show your portfolio. You could share you packing orders. You could share you like live stream you tidying your studio. You could live stream playing games. You could live stream making music. You could live stream making food. There are infinite possibilities of what you could live stream and what you could put on Twitch. And I think just like any other platform, it's just all about like what you want to say, what sounds fun to you, what you want to be known for, and what your audience want to see. And so just be creative. Think of some ideas of what you could stream live, and if it sounds interesting to you to stream live, then give it a go. Sign up to Twitch. Get it set up. It doesn't take long to set up your profile, and you can stream with like just your laptop and the built-in camera and the built-in microphone, and go from there and see what happens and how it grows and all of that fun stuff. Like with any like new platform or anything like that, there's obviously no need to join Twitch if you don't want to or you don't feel like it fits with what you're doing. You know, we thought it would be a great idea because a lot of creators are on there and a lot of people are already watching Twitch, and we think it's a great fit for us, but it might not be a great fit for you. So if it's not, then I hope you've enjoyed this episode and you can just be like, cool, and then move on. But if it does sound awesome to you, then I really hope that this has been helpful. I hope that you get some great ideas from this, and please let us know if you decide to stream on Twitch, because I personally would love to see it. And I would love to come and support you and watch your streams and see all the creative stuff that you do on Twitch. So let me know. All right, I hope you have loved this episode, and I can't wait to see you in the next one, of course, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Thanks for listening to this week's episode of Brand Your Passion and choosing to spend time with me learning all about branding, business, and all things creativity. You can find more episodes just like this one at makerandmoxie.com/podcast. If you like this one, you can tap that subscribe or follow button so that you're notified about each and every new episode. And if you've got a spare second, please leave a review on iTunes or wherever it is that you're listening to this podcast, because I would absolutely 100% love to hear from you. If there were some helpful goodies in this episode for you, it would mean the world to me as well if you could screenshot that podcast player right now, hop on over to Instagram or Twitter and tag us at Maker and Moxie. By subscribing, reviewing, and sharing, you're helping reach more creators just like you, so that together we can make the world a more creative place, one brand at a time. We can't achieve this mission without you, so your support means the absolute world. I will talk to you in the next episode, but until then, keep creating.